Hello and welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on so that you can get the notification about my new tutorials.
So now our Ethereum UEM is installed. So what is the next step? We have to create the databases. Create the databases, we are going to run Matrix42 DB util. So I'm going to run this and you can see there is no database, no DSL, nothing is there. I'm going to click on create and it will prompt us a message that application will create the database amp location, which is the default name. You cannot change this with the appropriate DSL. Do you want to continue? Yes, we want to continue. And here you are going to provide the details of your drivers and so on. So in my case, I am going to use SQL Server and I'm going to use DB instead of SQL. Let's say ODBC will work. SA account and finish. And you can see now my database is created for AMP locations. Similarly, if you will go to your SQL server, you will see this database created over there. Now we are going to log into this. So we need to provide the password, my bad. If you are using Windows authentication, it should automatically go, but because we have used SA account, so we have to provide the database credentials. Now if you see over here, our application DB util has come, but there is no database over here. So we have to create a database, first database. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a location. So this location will be linked to its own database. You can have multiple locations. So in my case, I'm going to create over here the location for my Ethereum. Okay, now I'll name it as just tech. Okay, and I'm going to click on finish. So what it has done, it has created the database, but no tables, nothing are there inside this database. So first thing what we are going to do over here is we are going to create tables and click on create from actions. We are going to create tables over here. And it will ask enter the data of the Ethereum server. For us it is local, so we are going to use that. Click OK, and it will take some time to create the databases over here. So this is what I was telling you. This document has complete details of installation. So we have installed the product, we have created the database, EMP location database, which is available over here, and now we are creating the location database which we are working on. And after that, you can see we are creating the tables for the same. And once this is done, what we can do is we can go to the next step, which is installation of Matrix42 services, which is available over here. Based on what you are going to take the role from the server, you can do that. So for me, I am going over here. Right now you can see the databases have been created. I mean, the database is created, the tables and the schemas have been created. So we just need to wait for this to get finished. And once this is done, as I said, we are going to install the services. I'll show you how to do this part shortly. It takes a little time, but of course in the editing I will skip this part, because again, if I don't skip it, the video will prolong, which we don't want. So this whole process is automated. You don't need to do anything over here. So what we are going to do in the editing, we are going to skip this and we'll just stop where our database schema and table creation would be about to get finished. Alright, so as you can see now, the database was successfully configured. All available licenses are assigned to this location. If that is not there, The next part is normally you assign the licenses, and for that you go to licensing. Let's say you have multiple locations, then you have possibility to assign different licenses to different locations over here. From here you can look click the location and provide the license details. Tomorrow, let's say if you want to change the license key, this is the place where you can do that. So now after the database creation is done, next step is to install the services. For that you are going to click on actions and then come to install configure services, and you will see something like this. So over here you are going to provide your logon, installation logon, and service logon details. So I'm going to put my domain details over here, domain credentials I mean. So I have provided installation logon and service logon and installation logon details over here. Alright, I'm going to apply it. Once I have applied these, next step is to install the services. So I'm going to click on next, install, and then if you select these, it will automatically select the required services for you. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use inventory over here, and with that it will automatically, you see, has installed quite few things for me. All right, so along with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create agent push over here, and Imperium policy also. Imperium policy and agent push I will create. The rest, of course, these services can be installed at any given point of time. It's not something like you have to do it right away. Anytime you can come and install the service which you need. And I'm going to click on install over here. Yeah, of course. So what it will do, it will automatically install and configure the services for you. Yeah, in one go, it is installing few which I have selected. Otherwise, later when you want to activate individual services, you can come select whatever service you want from here, this panel, and then you can just simply install that particular service also. It's not necessary that you have to install all at once. You can always come back to this and install the required services later on. That's completely possible, not an issue at all at any given point of time. But as I said, based on these services, whatever you are installing, you need to basically do the details, do those things. After that, once that is done, next step is your configuration of reporting services. And for that, if you click over here, you can find the documentation available over here. In this documentation, you can see how you can configure the reporting services. For that, of course, your MS SQL reporting service should be installed, and based on that you are going to deploy the reporting service for you yourself. And once that is done, you should be able to see this kind of reporting services part available for you. So all this thing again is available in your documentation. To do the installation of reporting services, you just need to come over here and click on this sign. You can see configure and deploy default reports reporting server, or you also can do it from here, one of the same things. So for me, if I select this, I can just simply click on this, and you can see it is asking for TV reporting service. I will click on this. Let's try Piram. We are going to use Windows integrated password, for example, and click on deploy. It says, do you want to deploy the predefined Imperium reports to the configured reporting server? All previously deployed versions will be replaced. Click on OK, and it is going to connect. Now, why it failed? That's the thing. Because in documentation it says underscore Imperium but my virtual directory on DB server is not this. My virtual directory on DB server is report server. So I am going to use this one, and after that it is going to deploy all my default reports to this particular part, this particular server. Once that is done, you see this is the whole process I have followed. Once that is done, the thing next you have to do is you just need to go open the console of Imperium. For the first time you are going to open, you have to go to administration and you have to navigate to the bar where we have configured groups, and then just click on reports to see the reports which are available over there. Let this reporting get deployed, then I will show you what I'm talking about. So this process also takes little time, so you have to be patient, a little bit patient about this. So not at all an issue. Just based on your resources, based on, of course, connectivity to the database, it will take little time. Again, in my editing of this video, I will skip this wait because we do not want to prolong this video any further. So our reports have been deployed successfully. We'll click on OK. Up to you if you want to use Windows authentication or SA authentication, completely your choice. Now let's minimize this and let's open our console for the very first time. Of course, to connect this database, I need to use my account which I have used to create the database. So I am going to use my SA account which I have used. If you have used Windows authentication, again, as I said, it will use Windows authentication to log in and you don't need to provide any details over here. All right, so we are here, and as you can see, we have our Imperium console up and running perfectly fine now. So if I may show you, I would like to show you the report part. So if you see over here, and you can see you have reports, we'll click on this. We can go to any one of them, like for example general, and you can say computer overview and click show. So it should show you the report. Of course there will not be much details on it, but yes, it is going to show you some report sample over here for you in HTML viewer. Yeah, you can see that reports are there because still, of course, we have not configured anything, so there is nothing in the report. But yes, you can see your computer overview report over here. As per this document also, you should be able to see some reports. All right, so we'll stop this video today over here, and we are going to talk about in next videos how to proceed, how to create configuration groups, assignment groups, and so on.
Thank you so much for watching this walkthrough. Please use the comment section below to let me know if this solves your problem or this is what you were looking for, and to discuss more about any of the technologies which I'm talking about. Thank you and stay blessed.